Hey, how's it going, everybody? Charlie Wilson here, aka Sinister Charlie. Welcome back. So, I usually don't do this sort of thing, but I haven't heard about Nijisanji in a while, and I was kind of wanted to do a little catch up. Yeah, that not. I'll tell you how it's going, not so well. If you'll see here at our stock portfolio, yeah, what's that selling at like $25 a share or something like that? It's not good. It's not great. Yeah, but yeah, I heard that their Anime Expo thing wasn't so great, so I wanted to check this out. And also, I saw Smug Alana was talking about this, so I was like, let's see this video. It's be fun. And I wasn't subscribed to Mujin, so I hear it's a good channel. Yeah, so let's go.
Welcome back yet again to the saga of Nijisanji's downfall.
Saga.
The never-ending train wreck. So as a recap, right, in the beginning of the year, they were doing pretty damn well. Their stock price was high. But it turned out that their work culture was so toxic that one of their VTubers tried to end their lives over it.
Yeah, if you don't know about Nijisanji, I don't know how you don't, and you're coming to this channel. Yeah, they're basically a black company in Japan. Or at least it was revealed that they don't really care about their people, as you can see. And they share like medical information with other VTubers at the company. It's not great. I think, but you know, I think it was Selen. She left, and now she's Doki Bird, which she's better off being Doki Bird anyway. She's probably making a ton more money just by herself. So, yeah, good stuff.
Nijisanji's response was to terminate them and then say that the financial impact of this was going to be negligible. Obviously, that was not the case, and it's been in free fall since then. But recently, as you can see here, there has been somewhat of a recovery. People thought, you know what, dude? Maybe it's time to finally move on. Maybe it's time to start a new chapter. Well, as you can see, the recovery didn't last too long as it fell.
What's it like? A couple of bucks. I mean, it's a small. It's traded like it used to be bigger, but now it's a smaller company trading wise. Yeah.
Again, right, going from around 2,800 back to 2,400, losing 20% of its value in the process. Well, the question is, right, what happened here? What has completely stopped this recovery? The answer's simple. Public humiliation.
Indeed.
Even though Nijisanji's online reputation has pretty much been burnt to ashes, they've never actually felt this humiliation in real life up until very recently in the summer of 2024, where it finally dawned on them just how much they botched their image in the West. How this company that was worth $1 billion.
Yeah, I would imagine that the Western audience was probably a big part of it. I mean, Halllive obviously has a huge chunk of Japanese audiences, and Indonesian and English. Nijisanji seemed like it was more well known, like for Western audiences, I guess. I don't know. I just kind of fell into this like right when Nijisanji was happening, probably a few months after I got into like Halllive and stuff. Yeah, this started to happen.
Dollars at some point on the Japanese stock exchange can't even compare to its biggest rival anymore. This is how Nijisanji got humiliated. Let's talk about it.
Sure.
But you know what isn't humiliating?
What?
Marrying your favorite 3D waifu in your favorite gacha game.
Oh.
I'm, of course, talking about Snowbreak Containment Zone.
I don't know what that is.
And you're in luck because the game is now better than ever with the new update. The stakes are, of course, higher, but the gameplay is also snappier, smoother, more refined.
Snappy.
This isn't just about gameplay, though, because you have new
awesome
outfits and straight-up weapons, including a new weapon type. But you know
Weapon.
what really sets Snowbreak apart from other games? Co-op modes.
Whoa.
Like Torrent of Fire that came out with this update, where you and a co-op partner control turrets in an endless game mode.
We sit through ads.
If you're still
here,
not
so.
convinced, then during this version update, you can get Fenny Starshine for free in Orange Tier
That's pretty crazy,
as
dog.
well as 10 free echoes in the mail
Damn.
to pull for whoever you want. So what are you waiting for? Link in the description
I'm
and the pinned
stupid?
comment to get yourself this game for free. And thank you so much, Snowbreak, for sponsoring this video.
Thank you,
So
Snowbreak.
as you might already know, there are many anime fans outside of Japan. And
Doesn't
one
add up.
of, if not the biggest anime event
Nah, it's just Japan. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, dude. Don't even know.
of the year is held in Los Angeles at the Anime Expo. This event
I
is
wanted to go to
huge,
that.
and it's known to
Would've
have an
been
infamous
fun.
reputation of overcrowding because there's just that many people who go there. Every summer, people look forward to not only the stands and displays that are there, but also the announcements that are made there for the first time as opposed to being made in Japan. But this isn't just exclusive
Hey,
to anime. It's
Risu,
about
you
things
got your
related to
Gura,
anime like
other girl.
VTubing. It's held in the Los Angeles Convention Center. This is a huge center, and it's where E3 used to be held, right? I'm sure you know what E3 is.
Well.
Now, Nijisanji, just like their biggest VTuber competitors, were set to be there. But unlike their competitors, they wanted to take it to the next level. So not only were they going to have a significant presence on the expo floor, but they were partnering up with Anime Expo for the Summer Jam. This was going to be Nijisanji EN's first ever full 3D concert in the United States. It was going to be an hour and a half long.
I saw some clips of this on Twitter, or X if you're cool, I guess. I don't know if you're one of the kids. It did not look good. It looked very, very empty, very sad. It reminded me of there was like one convention that happened where like they had the ball pit. I can't remember. Internet historian covered it. I can't remember what it's called.
And held at the
It looks sad.
Peacock Theater. But it wasn't just going to be one concert. It was going to be two. One on July 6th and the other one on July 7th. The first one was going to expose their English talents, right? But the second one had some of their biggest Japanese talents as well. So they were really going all out for the global English-speaking audience here. Held in the Peacock Theater. This isn't a small theater. As I said, they were
Looks pretty
investing
nice.
quite a bit in this. It was announced in May 2024, but by the beginning of June, some people started to show concern. You see, the problem was that the tickets were simply not selling. As you can see,
I
any
would
seats
imagine.
in green were just not.
Yeah, like a Halllive event would make sense, but for like a company that can't even really compete with Halllive anymore, especially since the controversy, I don't know what they were thinking. It doesn't make any sense.
Not booked yet. No one was buying the tickets. This was in the Peacock Theater, bro. And in the general area, they hadn't even sold half of the tickets. The pit, which usually sells out first, was also not fully booked. And these two right here were for the July 6th concert, and this one was for the July 7th concert.
There were two concerts?
This was unexpected by
Three concerts?
Nijisanji fans, Nijisanji haters,
I don't know.
and Nijisanji themselves and their talents. Like, what? The majority of the seats are empty. But time kept going by, okay? Weeks kept going by. The tickets were not selling, but people thought, you know what, dude? They're not going to cancel this. They've already invested so much into it. I'm sure they're going to find a solution. Maybe do giveaways, give out tickets. I don't know, something, right?
prices,
They have to, right?
something.
Well, on June 25th, 2024, Nijisanji put out this tweet. Bear in mind, this is like barely a week before the concert was meant to take place, all right? Here's what they said. Important update regarding Nijisanji EN's Summer Jam and Welcome to Wonder Wander World concert in LA. This is an important update regarding the Nijisanji EN Summer Jam and Welcome to Wonder Wander World concert in LA. Originally scheduled.
I just read ahead. Please rest assured that full refunds for the concert tickets will be processed. Details. Well, when you start talking about refunds, like right after all that, maybe it doesn't exude confidence. I'm guessing that's where this is going.
Scheduled for July 6th to 7th at the Peacock Theater during Anime Expo 2024. While we were incredibly excited to bring you our first ever 3D concert in North America, recent developments have made it clear that creating the optimal environment for an unforgettable experience for our fans and our livers is no longer feasible. Further details can be found at the following websites. Please rest assured that full refunds for the concert tickets will be processed. Details regarding the refund process will be announced soon on our official X accounts and the websites mentioned above. We are also working on special perks to show our appreciation for all who purchase tickets. And then they made sure to specify that they will be at Anime Expo on booth E65, E70, and that they weren't canceling that. The full explanation on their website states that they will be doing it live on YouTube instead, and that it will be free. However, that's only for the concert that was meant to be on July 6th. The one that was meant to be on July 7th was completely canceled, but people who bought a ticket for it were going to get a mini live concert footage, whatever that means.
I don't know.
So understandably, right, the first reaction for a lot of people was absolute and utter disappointment, right? You had people like this person here saying, I'm like a joke.
I mean, okay. I was just going to say, why do you, I don't know.
Spent so much money on flight tickets and hotel, and now you told me the concert is canceled? I bought the Anime Expo ticket because it requires one to enter the concert. Who will be responsible for refunding that? It's so ridiculous. So since they were partnering up with Anime Expo, you needed an Anime Expo ticket on top of...
I was going to say, like, I don't know if you want to show the names of these people, but I mean, it's public on Twitter, and you know what you're doing if you post on Twitter, so...
the concert ticket to actually be able to go in. And what this person is saying is that the only reason they even bought an Anime Expo ticket was for this concert. This is a super fan that absolutely got it up the ass because of Nijisanji. Bear in mind, these tickets are not cheap, especially if you're coming from abroad where you might not have the purchasing power that is in the United States.
Dude, military special offer. You know, yeah, okay.
Bought a ticket just for Nijisanji's concert, you weren't going to get that refunded. This was very embarrassing. It was embarrassing as a fan, and it was embarrassing for Nijisanji because everyone got screwed over here.
By the way, I like the talent at Nijisanji. Those people did nothing wrong. It's the company that keeps messing up and doing just ridiculous things. It's the talent. I mean, eventually they'll end up leaving Nijisanji, I would hope, and they'll do independent stuff or go somewhere else. Possibly V Shoujo. I would see a lot of them going to V Shoujo probably.
Here. They had overestimated how many people would show up to their concert and got screwed over royally. Just looking at this gives me secondhand embarrassment, man. Like, oh my God. There was no winning here. They just didn't sell enough. Even if they went live with this, the talents would see how many people showed up and think, fuck, like, this is embarrassing. Even though they ended up streaming the concert online and the fans seemed to like it, especially the ones that couldn't go initially, there was something else that happened at Anime Expo that was so humiliating. It was the fact that no one showed up.
I saw that picture.
No one showed up to their stand. They had taken such a big space and there was literally no one there. Legal Mindset had made this tweet asking, is this real? Where you see Nijisanji's booth absolutely empty while their competitors Halllive and Vshoujo absolutely full, as well as indies like Doki Bird also being full.
Who used to be in
some people were
Nijisanji.
concerned, like, okay, listen, it's fun to make fun of Nijisanji, whatever, but maybe this was when the expo was still opening or when it was closing, right? Maybe this is just fake news. Well, someone was kind enough to take a video.
Fake news. Everybody knows Nijisanji is the number one. Gotta say, greatest one.
Vtuber Cringe on Twitter was kind enough to take this video. I sped it up by 2 times. And as you can see, they brought out statues. You know, here's a couple right here. You know, you have Lyra Pandora, and then you have Shu Yamino, who's a Japanese VTuber in Nijisanji. And you have a bunch of figurines, right? Like the whole thing is set up in a cool way. I mean, you know, the stand itself isn't bad, but as you can see, it's a ghost town. There's no one here.
Sad.
There's more VTubers on the walls than there are people, okay? There are more VTubers on the walls than there are people. It is so embarrassing, man. I can't watch anymore.
I don't know. I'm getting kind of weirded out
too. In contrast to their biggest competitor, Halllive, is insane because they just showed up to the LA Dodgers Stadium, where 3 of their top talents co-presented and sang the baseball anthem to an almost full
baseball anthem. You mean the baseball anthem? I don't think they sung the national anthem, did they? I know they did the 7th inning stretch. Maybe they did the national anthem. I don't know. I don't think it's called the baseball anthem, dude. I know you're probably did foreign, but or not. You know, not from the United States. So, all right.
Full stadium. They called the event Halllive Night, and it was a massive success. With a good amount of Dodgers fans that were grateful for it because the stadium was full, but they also managed to pull a comeback after a Halllive VTuber sang, attributing their luck to Gargura singing. There was this very wholesome post made on the Halllive subreddit where a Los Angeles Dodgers fan was thanking the Halllive and VTubing community for making that match one of the best Dodger games a fan since birth has ever seen from their perspective. So yeah, it's very clear the VTuber industry is shifting towards Halllive and leaving Nijisanji behind right now. This is an important comparison to make because while Halllive is a corporation, just like Nijisanji, the main difference is that they do try their best to treat their talents as well as they can. Where Nijisanji has proven to us time and time again that is not the case. If anything, they have crazy favoritism and a very toxic culture. So this is one of the main reasons why the stock has fallen. This rally signified hope for investors. Like, listen, man, maybe they'll just make a comeback. This concert at the Peacock Theater in LA, their presence in Anime Expo, like, come on, right? This will really show us that all this stuff has been over-exaggerated. Well, nope. Nope. It was not negligible. What happened in February was simply not negligible. Do I think this is the end of Nijisanji? No, but it was most definitely humiliating. They definitely can come back from this, but it'll take a long time to get back to where they were when it comes to their global audience. I just hope that in the process, no one gets hurt like their past.
I don't know if they took any action like at the top levels to like, I don't know, fire anybody at Nijisanji, but they should have. Whoever their CEO is who kept like talking about the sell-in situation probably should be fired or whatever. It's so weird. It's like, why would the information that guy shared on Twitter was like, no, you shouldn't be doing this. Talk to a lawyer.
As talents, and they can foster a healthy work environment. Maybe that'll help them, I don't know, sell more than half the available tickets in the Peacock Theater. Oh, thank you for watching, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you for making the video.
In the next video, whenever that is. And yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I love you so much. Stay safe out there. Love you. Mwah.
Aw. The website must be bugged because no one is buying tickets. Can someone fix the website, please? Haha. Or jaja if you're from the Spanish countries. Anyway, there you go. I usually don't cover this stuff, but that looked interesting after I saw Smuggalana talked about it. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'll take a look. Yeah, but there you go. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe down below. Makes me feel real good inside and helps out the channel. And if you have any suggestions for any other videos, put them in the comments. I will get to them. Or you can call me a jerk in the comments. It's something we do around here. We call me a jerk. It's fun for me, and I get off on it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot, and bye.